Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's December 6th, 2023. We have another storm coming through our area tonight. But today we're looking at increasing clouds, mostly dry. That snow and rain is going to come through tonight. And winds are going to also increase from the southwest, shifting to west, and that's going to be gusts up to 35. Again, happening late this afternoon, pretty much right around sunset is when that moisture starts to come into the area, and then overnight into tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the low 40s again, so it's going to be our last warm day before we have cool air enter the mix. It's going to start out with initial southwest flow before it develops into a trough system that kind of moves from west to east. And the snow levels are going to be pretty high to start out with, around 7,000, and then probably dropping down to the valley floor by the end of it. So looking at rain in the valley, shifting over to snow, we should have maybe a trace to maybe 2 inches of snow tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be light snow showers lingering through the day. Highs in the mid 30s. Upper level trough will be overhead with the zonal flow. And then looking ahead, we have a series of shortwave troughs. So it's just what that means is just a bunch of smaller storm systems kind of continuing the track through. And those all look like they're going to be snow. Okay, so we have winter weather advisory in effect from 6 p.m. to 11 a.m., mostly for Sun Valley and north into Stanley. Looking at 1 to 5 inches of snow below 7,000, and then 6 to 11 inches in the mountains. If you look at the overall graphic, looking like most of the mountains and around the ranges are going to pick up an even spread of 8 to 12 inches, with maybe over 18 inches falling in the maybe mostly the Sawtooth crest. It's looking like. But Galena Pass is going to pick up another 6 to 8 inches with some wind, so that'll be mixing up the avalanche problems out there and adding a little bit more stress. Definitely tune into the Sawtooth Avalanche Center for more information on that. Speaking of which, going over to their website, looking at morning temperatures, it is warm this morning. And we had some pretty warm temperatures yesterday. Just kind of want to show you. Lower Titus got up to 41 yesterday. So it was above freezing for many hours. Probably have a little moist temperature crust out there. That's all right. It's going to get some snow on top of it and just mix things up for us in the snowpack. Looking at the long wave satellite, you can see this is our next moisture pooling into the area, and this is going to set up as kind of like a jet stream right over us. So that'll be good for enhancing snow totals with some upslope lift. And then the winds are also going to pick up. So you can see this is southwest flow initially as this trough moves through. And the winds are going to be mostly picking up this evening and through the night as that system comes through with a frontal system. It's kind of almost a cold front. They're not really calling it that. And looking at the HRRR forecast for our timing. Once this thing loads, here we go. So first band of moisture kind of comes through right before sunset. And that'll probably be all rain for the valley and snow in the mountains. And then we have this nice juicy cell that comes through in the middle of the night. And that's looking like it has some pretty good rain, snowfall rates for the Smoky Mountains and the Pioneers. And of course, the Sawtooths are going to be getting hit too. And then that kind of lingers through tomorrow morning before we have a clearing. And then tomorrow night, you can see it's coming in at the end of here, some more patchy areas of snowfall. And by that point, it'll be all snowfall. So looking at a little bit of breakdown for timing, not much for today, but then as that system moves through, sawtooths are getting the bulk of the moisture, but pioneers, boulders, white clouds, they're all getting in on it too, with 8 to 12 inches in the high points. So this will be good to add to our snow base. Baldy's going to pick up a few inches out of this. Then looking at tomorrow, this will be the lingering snow into tomorrow morning. So you can see all the valley floor is going to have some snow in it too. Not crazy amount, just trace to maybe 2 inches of snow. And then it'll linger through Thursday. And things start to shift a little bit for Friday into Saturday. Okay, kind of looking at the big flow here, how this all looks. For the weather geeks out there, this is looking at the Euro. So we have southwest flow overhead. So that's going to enhance all that storm coming over our head. And then this is that big pool of cool air that's coming down from Alaska. So we've been having this ridging the last few days. It's bringing in all this warm air from the southwest, and now we're shifting back to having that cool air sink in from the north. Jet streams below us. Usually what that means is cooler air for us. So this will be setting us up with active patterns and also getting that precip to be frozen and not rain, like how it's going to start out. Speaking of which, you can just look at freezing lines or levels when this thing initially hits. You can see most of it's going to be rain, but that thing dramatically drops down towards 3,000-4,000 feet. So valley floors are going to wake up with snow in the morning. And that's all I got for you for another Dawn Patrol edition. I'm going to go skin a Baldy.